Hello and welcome to Education at SSBJ online video tutorial. We have ended our previous video, Light Part 2 of class 8 with a question. And what was the question? The question is here. When the mirrors are arranged in such a way that they have 90-degree angle between each of them and given an incident ray which is making 50-degree angle with the plane of the mirror, this is 50 degree, you have to show the path of reflected ray in both the cases of mirrors. Why I am telling this? Because it reflects here and hits here and then it again reflects here. So the path of the incident ray changes here because of the reflection. You have to use proper procedure here. Apply law of reflection. Find out what is angle of incident and angle of refraction. In the first case, this one is here, and also in this case 2. Complete the diagram. This diagram may be of 3 or 4 marks for class 8 standard. Now how will you go for it? You have to keep a protector here, right? And then see what is the normal here. This is supposed to be normal. And what is normal? Normal is perpendicular. Right? So this is the normal. Between normal and incident ray, how much is the angle? So it is here 10, 20, 30 and 40 degree angle. That means if angle of incidence is 40 degree, angle of reflection also will be 40 degree. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. Our light ray will reflect in this direction. But it doesn't stay there. It will go and hit on other side. Right? Here the normal also you have to draw. Now coming back to this surface now. Coming to this surface. You have to again pick up the protector and keep it there. And first draw the normal. And again normal is 90 degree to the surface of the mirror. Right? Now find out the angle of incidence here. And what is angle of incidence? Angle of incidence is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here it is 50 degree. Here it was 40 degree. Right? And so as here angle of reflection was 40 degree. Now if this is 50 degree angle of incidence here, angle of reflection also will be 50 degree. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So our reflected ray will move in this direction, in this direction. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, yes, yeah. So it will move in this direction, right? This is what the diagram which you have to draw and write all the values here. This you have to actually practice it on paper and keep ready as your assignment, right? So you have to complete here, write here 40 degree and 40 degree here, and then here 50 degree and 50 degree. Okay, and these two are the mirrors, right? And what was the angle given here? Angle given here was 50 degree. Hope you have understood properly law of reflection or laws of reflection, right? Now if this plane mirror is placed vertical, how the reflection is going to be drawn, you all know that. So what I am quickly drawing here is a straight line, and then I am going to put this arrow mark here. Why this arrow mark? Because it indicates now a light ray, and then keep a protector here and find out what is the normal, right? And then go for the angle of incidence, angle I, 10, 20, 30 degree, and mark on other side 10, 20 and 30 degree this side, and draw, right, reflected ray. Okay. Now suppose if I take one more light ray on the same plane mirror, right? For example, I have taken one more light ray here. Again the same procedure I have to follow. First thing is I have to find out the normal, and how I have to find out the normal is keep a protector as shown now on your screen and draw the normal. And once you draw the normal, now find out what is the angle of incidence here. In this case it is again 30 degree, right? It need not be 30 degree, but here it is again 30 degree, right? So these two incident rays are parallel to each other. If incident rays are parallel to each other, will the reflected ray be also parallel to each other? Let's find out. If angle of incidence is 30 degree, what will be the angle of reflection from here? So it is going to be somewhere here, and then the light ray will be going in this way, right? So these two are also parallel, right? Now if suppose if I take a third light ray, again which is parallel to the previous two light rays. Now again if you follow the same procedure and draw the normal and then find out the angle of incidence, and in this case angle of incidence is from here to here, that is 30 degree again. So angle of reflection also will be somewhere here, incident ray will go through, right? So point to be noted here is when incident rays are parallel to each other, then the reflected ray also goes parallel to each other in the plane mirror. Remember this. Okay. And if this type of reflection takes place, then that reflection is called regular reflection. Right? Regular reflection. So remember this, what is regular reflection? You have to explain with the help of diagram. Take three light rays which are incident rays parallel to each other and they reflect parallel because they have to maintain one law. Angle of incidence should be equal to angle of reflection. So what you have seen on the screen is, if you take incident rays parallel to each other, then the reflected rays also will go parallel to each other, but remember on plane mirror. And that kind of reflection is called regular reflection. Suppose if it is not a plane mirror, if the surface is not smooth, if the surface is now as shown on your screen, then what will happen? Let us try to understand now. Let me take one incident ray. Now see the point of incident. It has hit on that surface and I have to keep a protector there. And why should I keep protector there? Because unless I know what is the angle of incidence, I cannot draw angle of reflection. Now we know that light follows a law. Angle of incidence should be always equal to angle of reflection. And can you find out what is the angle of incidence here? Very well you can find out if you can locate normal. And where is normal? Normal is supposed to be perpendicular to the surface here. Now look at the surface. Surface is not horizontal. It is slightly upward, right? Because the entire surface here is not smooth. So here the normal will be this, which is 90 degree to this surface, right? Now I'll go back again and show you here. So if this is the normal, what is the angle between a normal and incident ray? 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. 50 degree. That means our reflected ray will go 50 degree away, right? And where is that 50 degree here? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Somewhere here the reflected ray will go. So I will take out this and draw the reflected ray. Okay. I hope you have understood. So angle of incidence here is 50 degree and angle of reflection is also 50 degree and this is the normal. Suppose if you take one more light ray, again incident ray, but both are parallel. Look at this, both are parallel, but it has hit on some other plane here, right? There is a difference in plane on which incident ray has incidented. Okay, now again you have to keep a protector here and find the normal. In this case the normal is here. Look at this. And why normal is in different direction? Because the plane is tilted here. This plane is tilted. So now you find out what is the angle of incidence. Just 20 degree. So from here to here 20 degree the reflected ray will go. Now look at this. In this diagram, what has happened is these two incident rays have come parallel, but reflected rays are not in parallel. What is the reason? Reason is these planes. If you continue like this and take one more light ray which is parallel to the previous two light rays, now again this is to be placed properly and fix a normal here and then find out 10, 20, 30, 40 degree here and go for next 40 degree, somewhere 10, 20, 30 and 40, and it will go here. So draw the line here. Now look at this. In this case what happens? The light ray which has come here, right, reflected in a different directions because their normals are different. And these type of reflections are called diffused reflections. So you have seen regular reflection, this is diffused reflection. These rays, though the incident rays are parallel to each other, but reflected rays are not moving parallel to each other because of uneven surfaces. But is light follows its rule? Yes. It is following a law, that is angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. That is correct. Here incident angle and equal to reflected angle. Here angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Here also angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. But the planes are not in proper plane, so the reflected ray goes in a different direction. This is what happens in most of the places when the light reflects other than plane mirrors, right? What has happened in the plane mirror? Suppose if this is the plane mirror, in the plane mirror light rays have come parallel and their normals are also will be parallel and they reflect parallel. So if this is a regular reflection, this will be a diffused reflection. I hope you understood this. We will stop here and pick up a new content of this chapter. Till then, thank you very much. Practice drawing of every diagram many times. Thank you.